guess probably the biggest thing that a driver thinks about before the race is making sure that his car is prepared properly. You always worry about all the little details being done. You work as hard as you can with the time that you have. But I think most drivers are like myself. Once the engine starts, you forget all about that and you worry only about the task at hand, which is making a good burnout, getting the tires sticky, getting staged properly, and getting down the quarter mile just as fast and quick as you can.
It's like flying an airplane or something. You're just by yourself in a car, all alone out there.
It's something that gets into your system. Just pulls you back into the seat and sinks your eyeballs back a few inches and you're ready.
I used to feel as though the fellas were really for me, really wanted me to stay in the top fuel ranks, but there seems to be a lot of sour grapes as far as the boys are concerned. I love beating them. That is the reason I'm staying in it.
And here is Shirley Cha-Cha Muldowney, the only woman licensed to drive a top fuel dragster.
They think it's a male sport. It's not a male sport. It's just that, I'm a race car driver. I just happen to be a woman, that's all. Doesn't make any difference.
Well, I'm a target. It's like them old gunfighters of the West. Constantly, everyone's taking a shot at you. And every run that I make when I go to the line in competition, the guy that races me gives it his best shot.
And it used to be a thing with me. I just love to get to the boys. I just love the tantrums they throw, and they kick their cars and beat their cars with their helmets. And it's great. I like it.
I work for a speed shop, and I hang around the races. I love the cars, and I love the competition. I love the men.
To go down the road with a rig like I have, and spare engines and parts and whatever, probably you're talking around $50,000.
Some races pay as much as $35,000, a little as $1,000. That's fine. You like to win the big ones, obviously.
Well, I think the top 10 pros all earn over $200,000 a year in this sport. I know I do, and I'm sure some of the rest earn as much or more.
I look at drag racing as in a different aspect. It's more of a hobby to me, so I don't try and make any money off of it. If the car will pay for itself and maintain, after I put everything in it to get it running, I'm happy.
In 1950, before drag racing, where I come from in Florida, they didn't have a drag strip, and we drag raced on the streets. Of course, we got a lot of trouble doing that, and that's why we got our local drag strip, which was in those days just an old abandoned Air Force runway.
Got a 3-window coupe that's short on looks, but she looks real good in the record books. I hold the track record in the quarter mile with a low ET down the asphalt aisle. Eat 'em up, shut 'em down. 3-window coupe, you're the toughest in town. Eat 'em up, shut 'em down now. 3-window coupe, make a trophy run. 3-window coupe, you're the toughest machine in town. Now I know my coupe's not the sharpest around, but everybody knows she's the hottest in town. The high compression heads make it 12-1, and Sunday at the drags I'll make a trophy run. Eat 'em up, shut 'em down.
I think the most drastic difference between then and now was just about anybody could go racing that really had an intention to do so. The cars themselves, $1,000 would be a tremendous amount of money to spend on a car. I myself started out with a single unblown Buick engine, went to a dual unblown engined car, then one blown and one unblown engine. The next step was 4 engines. After that, it seemed to be a little ridiculous.
Dave Anderson, 544, 285.71 miles an hour for the pollution packer.
With this car, you get an instant 3,000 horsepower or more. I get about 3.5 Gs of force against my body. It is a true rocket, like the astronauts use for the moon.
The basic controls that you find in a top fuel car are probably just a little bit more complicated than most people think of, but really very simple and basic. We have a hand brake, since both feet are busy, the right foot on the throttle and the left foot on the clutch. So all the braking is done with a hand brake. On the left side, we have the shifting lever for the 2-speed transmission. The forward position in this car is low gear, The reverse position is high gear. Generally shift this approximately 600 feet down the track, which means when you stage the car, you hold the brake, you leave the starting line, change hands on the wheel, and shift. The final one is probably the most important to a driver, and that's this parachute release over on the right-hand side. Just going into the timing traps at the finish line, just move the lever forward and it pulls a pin in the chute, which flops the parachute out on the ground and slows you down from a 230-mile-an-hour run. And all you have to do is manipulate all these different controls in the period of 6 seconds.
There's just danger in the speed. We run 230 miles an hour, and with the speed, it's dangerous, and we have a fire danger.
Well, we burn nitromethane, which is a waste product. It consumes about 4 gallons to the quarter mile, and that's why it's impractical to use it as a motor fuel in a passenger car.
I've done just about everything you can do in one of these things. Rolled, burned, crashed, flew.
Drag racing is far out.
I like watching the cars crash. I don't follow the names or the times or anything like that. I just like the excitement and the color and the people.
It's a good, clean sport, you know. A lot of stiff competition. You can't beat it.
We sit up here at the top row every year and just have a ball. Freeze to death part of the time, but have
It's very colorful. I think the cars are they're very creative. Their designs and colors and names.
And the smell of the fumes and the big blowouts that they have here and things like that. The smell and the noise is what is so exciting. It's a lot of noise.
I don't know, it's almost a sexual thing, I think. People really get their kicks out here.
I guess I get rid of my frustrations. I drive better on the highway.
I get so much enjoyment because they're running about 2 seconds faster than they were in '69.
No, it's neat. It's fantastic to see the cars race.